bomb. Stand bomb. Load bomb. Notice we load our bomb with the fuse pointing outward. Reason for this is simple. If we loaded the bomb with the fuse pointing inwards, the flash from the mortar fire would simply go straight through the fuse and blow us up before we had a chance to attack our enemies. So by loading the fuse pointing outward, we allow ourselves and our own trustworthy crew to light off the fuse ourselves. Hopefully the man estimating the amount of seconds on that fuse has made a liberal enough allowance of time for us to light the bomb and then light off the mortar, or we're all in trouble. Now once the bomb is all rammed down, we may prime piece. Now, in addition to every other job she's done today, Tanya is going to take a long brass needle and run that down the vent hole of the mortar. This does two things. It clears the vent, and it opens up the bag of gunpowder inside the chamber to a charge of loose powder that we ourselves will pour down from the outside. We are creating a powder trail or a fuse. Now, this could take a while because the vent hole of a mortar is turned completely on its side. You cannot just pour a charge of loose powder down it. Instead, we have to pour the powder onto the back of the mortar and just scrape almost every individual grain one by one into the vent hole to establish our fuse. So while this is taking the time necessary to happen, allow me to introduce you to our trigger system. Now, Susanna here is holding a device called the lint stock. It has two components, the first being the burning cotton cord there. That cotton cord is soaked in potassium nitrate and vinegar. It burns very slowly like a lit cigarette. And that gives it its name, slow match. The slow match is wrapped around a long staff. I don't know how many of you have actually tried to light off a mortar in your lifetime, but if you were to just hold the slow match in your hand and light off the mortar with your bare hand, your arm would be near incinerated by the backlash of the flames. So this staff allows us to stand our distance from that flash backwards. Now we don't light ourselves on fire. Now it seems...
Powder problem, sorry.
All right. Now while we're still finishing priming here, I must issue one final caveat. When we fire this mortar, one of two things could happen. One, it could erupt with so loud of a boom that the ground beneath us will shake and the windows out there will rattle, or it will wheeze in such a fashion that you will wonder why you paid attention this long in the first place. Now, as soon as we've got this last charge, we shall begin. Reprime peace. Bloody wind.
Сейчас будет бум. Можете закрыть ушки. А нет, еще нет. Я им скажу, когда будет, когда они будут сжигать.
It is for this reason that moving targets are not our priority with guns like this.
And now a word from our sponsors, EarPro, for the modern day mortar fire.
I would say. That's why we have hands. Oh, wait.
No, I'm sorry. All right.
Brilliant.
1 second, now that I've checking it.
Well, folks, the time seems to be upon us. Prepare thyselves. Mortar crew, make ready. And fire! Perfect. I did warn you.